Chapter XLVI. Arcana 7, 8, and 9. The 7th, 8th, and 9th Arcana are the 3 degrees of the Master. These are the tools required for the labor and the great work. In the 7th Arcanum, we find the chariot, the emblem of triumph. The 8th Arcanum is justice, the emblem of equilibrated strength in all directions. The 9th Arcanum is the hermit, the emblem of the occult cross and of its quest. All aspirants, are looking for this cross, but we know in depth that this cross is the 9th sphere, sex. The 7th Arcanum is the qualities and capacities that are indispensable for the magisterium by means of self-dominion. One has to or must learn how to dominate oneself, to control oneself, in order to someday reach mastery, the magisterium of fire. If we carefully examine the 7th Arcanum, we see that the chariot, keep losing my place here, is pulled by 2 sphinxes, one white and one the black. This is the necessary yoking of the inferior nature symbolized by the 2 sphinxes that pull the chariot. To yoke signifies to dominate, to control the passions, to yoke the beast. The chariot is our life. The 2 sphinxes signify the pair of opposites, hatred and love, light and darkness. The 8th Arcanum, when considered in detail, signifies vigilance, justice. The sword aiming upwards signifies rightness. We need to be righteous in our thoughts, in our words, and in our deeds. The left hand of the woman holds the scale of equilibrium. Equilibrium and precision are represented in the scale of justice. Thus, as the 7th Arcanum, triumph, is achieved through self-dominion of the chariot of life, by the dominion of oneself, by knowing how to just drive our own life, in other words, intelligently directing the chariot of life. Likewise, the 8th Arcanum represents righteousness, justice, firmness, equilibrium. Firmness is the sword, and equilibrium is the scale. This firmness must be converted into the axis of life, into the central point of gravity of life and of our existence. In regard to the 9th Arcanum, it is the occult light that manifests itself in initiation, thus vivifying the powers. In order to see this light, one must be converted into a master, and it is clear that any aspirant must reach the magisterium. The 7th, 8th, and 9th Arcana are the tools of the work. The 7th Arcanum teaches us how to control ourselves. The 8th Arcanum teaches us justice and righteousness in our thoughts, words, and actions. The human being must live with righteousness. The 9th Arcanum tells us of the hermit who holds in his right hand the rod, and in his left, the lamp. What is important is to elevate this lamp aloft. It is vital to raise it in order to illuminate the path of others. The 9th Arcanum is fundamental. It is the Arcanum of authentic mastery. The 9th Arcanum is the whole cosmos. Observe for yourself the construction of the universe, and you will see the 9th Arcanum everywhere. We find the 9 above and the 9 below. 9 plus 9 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9.